Let's learn more about inheritance part 2. The part 1 I have already covered. The link for that video is available in this video description. So in this we will see various topics related to inheritance. So first one is method overriding. So we have seen method overloading. So method overriding is another concept where in class hierarchy or inheritance, when method in a subclass has the same name and type signature as a method in its superclass. Now in this example you will see this is a superclass, this is subclass which is extending superclass. Has a superclass is having one method which is called as void display, and in subclass is also having same method and name with same return type as well, void. Now whenever there is such methods which is having same name and its return type as well same in subclass, then that method is said to be overridden. So now you will see this is what subobject.display. So this what this will do, this will just display 3 value which is being passed from this. That means uh, you will see this is being called from this constructor, not this constructor. So that means subclass is method which is override the method from this. Now again the other important point is dynamic method dispatch. Whenever it is a mechanism by which a call to an overridden method is resolved at runtime rather than at compile time. That means see this is class A is a superclass, class B is a subclass, class C is again a subclass which is extending class A. Now you will say this is class A is a reference object of superclass. Then this will call me, which is again this function. Now there are whenever this function is called, then this method is called, it will go to this. Now you will see reference object is class A, so this is again from inside class A's method, this is getting displayed. Then a reference object, again if we are assigning a value of class and then b value of the class, then it will go to second class value or method which is class B, and class C is called is having this class C. So this method. So a reference object, if you see this ref object is an object instance where object of this class A subclass, but as we are passing the objects of its subclasses B and C in the below, that's why it is calling that. So that is a dynamic method dispatch, and it is to support polymorphism in class. So basically a superclass reference variable can refer to subclass object. When an overridden method is called through on a superclass reference, Java determines which version of that method to execute based upon the type of an object being referred to at the time of call occurs. So based on the object type, it calls the. So you will see first is reference object. This is calling. This is referring for A, which is again class A. That's why it is going to this. Whenever it is B, going to B class. Whenever it is C, going to C class. So that is how it is dynamically deciding which method to call. What is the need of the overridden methods? So basically to support the polymorphism, it allows the general class to specify methods that will be common to all of its derivatives while allowing subclasses to define implementation of some or all of those methods. So that is why we need inherent polymorphism, where we need overridden methods where a generic class can be changed in the subclasses based on the requirement. So one interface, multiple methods principle can be used, and code reusability is one thing and robustness is another thing. Okay, another important point is about abstract class, which is a superclass that just declares the structure of a given abstraction without giving it a full implementation. So it is just a hiding implementation detail, one of the object-oriented principle, which is abstraction. So generalized form in the superclass, which will be shared by its subclasses, leaving to implement details in subclasses. So in subclass, in this case, in subclass there is abstract method is being declared, and its implementation is being written in the subclass. That means it's whatever the body of that method is, that will be written in subclass. However, its declaration will be at in the superclass. So that is that is like creating meaningful implementation for method, and abstract classes cannot be instantiated, but it can be used to create object references. Now using final with inheritance. So final is another keyword where it is constant, so it can be used to create an equivalent of a named constant. So and it can prevent overriding. So if you don't want to override any of the method, then we can use final. So in such some cases it is possible that we don't want to override any of the method, uh, we just need to keep the same, and we don't want to override that method by any of their subclass. So for that case we can use final keyword, final here you say. The only thing is whenever we wanted to prevent inheritance, or we just don't want to allow other users to extend that any of the class, we use final. So if you wanted, if you try to do this final class, this class to extend, it will give an error. So you will see we cannot inherit a super class because this is final. So that's it from this videos. I hope you have understood this concept. If you have any questions, then please put it in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you for watching.